Hello and welcome to Xinhua Live. I'm Fu Ruixia with China's Xinhua News Agency. We are here at Fucha town, a scenic town in northwest China's Shaanxi province. Shaanxi, the starting point of the ancient Silk Route, is also one of the birthplaces of China's tea culture. This town is named after a special kind of tea. It's known as Fucha in Chinese, or Fu brick tea in English. Fu brick tea was once known as the mysterious tea along the ancient Silk Road. It's a network of trading routes connecting China and countries in other parts of Asia, Europe, and Africa. Today, we are going to unveil the distinctive procedures through which this mysterious tea is made, and we'll also talk to locals about how this tea is still making a difference along the Belt Road, a China-proposed initiative aimed to boost connectivity and trade. Now let's take a look at through this picturesque town, and I'll give you a bit history of this place and the tea is famous for. So let's get started. Fucha town is located in Jinhe, new city of Xianyang in Shaanxi. It has become a popular tourism attraction since it was opened in August 2015. There are quaint buildings of the central Shaanxi plain, traditional Chinese-style stores near the river, all kinds of local delicacies, as well as the unique industry of Fu brick tea. The history of making tea can date it back to nearly 1,000 years ago in this town. There are a lot of traditional Chinese-style stores near the rivers and demonstrating all kinds of local delicacies, as well as a unique industry of Fu brick tea. Today we are joined by Mr. Ji Xiaoming. He is the Vice Director of China Tea Marketing Association. He also owns a tea company in this town. 你好，季先生。
你好。
Hello, Mr. Ji.
你好，你好。
好。Mr. Ji will introduce to us the history of Fu brick tea and the unique effective of the tea. 请坐。Please sit down. 福茶这个名字啊，就这个福是什么含义呢？
福呢，它有这几个含义。一个过去它主要是在福田加工，就是夏天比较热的，在我们国家叫福田。还有一个就是，它有一点这个类似于茯苓的功效和味道。它这茯苓是一种中药。就是它这个有这个理气和中和这个作用，所以它被叫做福茶。
Mr. Ji told us that Fucha got its name from the hottest day of lunar year. People here make tea in the hottest days of the year. So Fu is what Chinese people call the hottest day of year. And also, it's named after Fuling. It's a kind of Chinese herbal medicine, which is good for health. 季先生，那个福茶的历史大概有多长时间呢？Then we'll talk to Mr. Ji and ask him about how long the history of Fu brick tea.
福茶呢，应该说我们现在从历史的记载里边能找到很多的痕迹。准确的时间也不能是很难完全断定，但是它从我们判断呢，它应该有600多年的历史了。它应该是在我们的明朝的初年， 就开始这个已经就是很普遍了，在这个地方就很普遍了。当然出现的时间有可能更早，有可能在宋朝的时候它可能已经会有，但是应该说它在就是很大面积的生产的哈，很大量的生产，主要是在明代以后，一直到清末，甚至一直到民国的初年，一直到民国吧，整个它的这个产量都很大。
Full brick tea has a history of nearly 600 years. It first started in Song Dynasty and became popular in Ming and Qing dynasties. 所以这个茯茶呢，它在丝绸之路上曾经扮演了什么样的角色呢？
茯茶呢，曾经在它出现了以后呢，它就成为了丝绸之路上最大宗的商品。其实这个丝绸之路上啊，在古代的从它出现了以后啊，它就一直有一个持续的功能，就是向这个外界输送茶叶。在过去呢，在整个的人类历史上，中国的茶叶在大多数的时间只生产在中国的这个长江流域。那么它在通过丝绸之路走到了这个西亚，包括欧洲以后，它非常受欢迎。所以茯茶在出现了以后，茯茶就成为了这条路上最主要的茶品种。
Full brick tea was one of the most important commodities in the ancient Silk Road trade. It has long been a main product carried by the trade caravans traveling toward the western regions. And there was the saying of, though the full brick tea is 10 miles away, its fragrance already reaches the shepherd's house. And today, the full brick tea is still shipped to Xinjiang, Qinghai in northwest China and other countries and regions in Central and West Asia. 就是还有季先生，就是这个茯茶当时为什么在丝绸之路沿线受到这么多的欢迎呢？
这个应该说，茯茶呢，因为它有几个特性，一个呢，它这个很适口，就喝起来很好喝，还有一点呢，它品质非常稳定，它就是很耐储藏，它也可以比较规模化的生产。这在过去啊，在贩运距离比较远的情况下，这是个非常重要的这个产品的属性。当然了，更重要的一点，就茯茶呢，它是我们大量的就是丝绸之路沿线的这些，特别是游牧民族国家包括这个以肉食啊、蛋奶为主要食品的国家。他在喝到了茯茶以后呢，他就会离不了。他为什么呢？因为茯茶有很好的这个帮助这个消化的作用，消解脂肪啊，降血脂啊，包括这个降血糖、降尿酸，它都有一些这样的作用。另外呢，它还有就是这个补充维生素啊、补充氨基酸啊、补充矿物质这样的作用。所以呢，它就是这一代的民众不可或缺的一种商品。所以这个有一句话叫不能一日无茶，不可一日无茶啊。还有一句话叫这个丝绸之路上的生命之茶。其实这都不是传说，这是真实的这种状况。
In nomadic areas such as China's western regions and countries in Central Asia, people often eat meat and oily food due to the cold weather. Along the ancient Silk Road, camel caravans carried silk, tea, jewelry, and spices across Eurasia, crossing deserts and mountains. Tea, which can help digestion, supplement vitamin, macroelements, minerals, became a daily necessity among nomadic peoples. Then we'll ask Mr. G about the modern market of Fu tea. 接下来我们问一下，就是季先生关于现在的茯茶市场。
对，现在呢，这个茯茶呢，跟过去的茯茶已经有很大区别了。那么现在的茯茶，我们用的这个整个我们这个原料呢，比过去呢会更精细，制作的过程也会更认真。所以，因为过去主要是条件了，虽然过去我们的祖先在做茯茶的时候仍然也是非常认真的，但是那个时候有条件的限制，比如说这个干燥的条件呀，这个温湿度控制的手段啊，就没有现在这么好。现在我们把茯茶就可以做得更加优良。 而且福茶现在不仅仅是丝绸之路上的产品，像我们看到这个茶，我们叫丝带福茶，它就是丝绸之路经济带的这个概念。本身这个区域它的销量很大，但现在其实不仅仅这样，现在我们在中国的沿海地区，比如说广东、上海，包括我们的北京，销售量都很大了。而且我们现在也已经除了原有的，比如说俄罗斯啊、这个吉尔吉斯斯坦、哈萨克斯坦这些国家之外，东边的像日本、韩国、美国，包括我们的台湾、香港和马来西亚，都会有一定的数量，已经开始逐步的向走出国门。
Tea was handmade, but now it can be industrialized. And besides the old markets such as Central Asia, new markets have been tapped into, such as US, Japan, and Korea, and Malaysia. These countries are going to enjoy food tea made by China. And studies show that food tea can reduce blood sugar and is very good for people's health. So it's now enjoying bigger and bigger market. 好，谢谢您，谢谢 ，Thank you，Thank you。
谢谢。
啊，雨熙。
好了。
你就坐这儿吧，没事。In the next chapter, we will move to see the procedures through which the mysterious tea is made. And before that, we'll enjoy how to pour tea through a long neck pot. It's performed by a girl named Yu Xi. She has been practicing this for years. This kind of performance is one of the classic show of China's tea ceremony. It can be seen in most places of China. It needs years of practice. she is practicing the kind of tea ceremony of China. Is quite a classic scene. This kind of tea ceremony, kinds of dancing, Yuxi has been practicing this kind of ceremony has for years, and people are enjoying this kind of ceremony very much. It needs years of practice. The pot is nearly 3 kilometers in weight, and is quite heavy for a girl like she. China's tea culture includes a kind of tea ceremony. It's not only enjoying the taste and flavor of tea, but also enjoying the culture of drinking it. Hello and welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are live here from Fucha town in northwest China's Shaanxi province. In this chapter, we'll take you to a tour of how these procedures through which this mysterious tea is made. Mr. Zhang Yonghong is he is a technician of the tea company. He is now demonstrating the procedures of making the Fu tea. This is the first procedure, first step. He is separating bigger leaves from smaller ones. We are now at an experiencing center of the tea company. Here, people can see the procedures of making tea in this condensed room. The tea leaves are quite different in size, so technicians have to separate bigger ones. After this, Mr. Zhang will put it in a special kind of shelter, so the tea leaves will be dried by nature. Next, Mr. Zhang will put the tea leaves into a wok. This stage of processing Fu tea, it is freshly plucked tea leaves are pan-fried in order to inactivate the enzyme. And for further fermentation. At this point, the tea is categorized as green tea since the fresh tea leaf is heated at once and no enzymatic oxidation takes place. The tea leaves are treated like processing ordinary tea. Usually, most of tea, such as green tea, oolong tea, and black tea, is dried with hot air or heated dried during its manufacturing process. Due to the high temperature caused during heat drying process, all remaining enzymes will be completely inactivated. On the other hand, the drying process for dark tea is conducted under the sun. Due to the moderate heat, further fermentation is taken place by the remaining enzymes during sun drying process. Most of us tend to think that pan-frying is effective enough to inactivate enzyme, as is the objective of this process. However, heat generated from frying pan is not as hot as the heat from steam. After sun-drying process, tea leaves will be piled inside the storeroom for nearly 1 year in order to get it further matured. But in this experiencing room, the demonstration of making tea is condensed into 4 procedures. Mr. Hu is smelling the tea leaves to make sure that it has been fermented. Then he put it into a kind of mold. Mr. Hu and Mr. Zhang is putting the tea leaves into a mold, so the tea leaves can be formed into a brick. It takes 2 people to work, because the tea leaves are quite difficult to form. It's compressed. The brick must be compressed to an appropriate tightness in order to promote the growth of mold during fermentation. The compressed brick will then be kept in a warm and humid room for further fermentation, because full tea is a fermented tea. And during this stage, a specific type of mold will start growing, producing spores that are called golden flower. It's actually a kind of mold. Mr. Zhang has put it into put the tea leaves into the brick form, and then another technician wrapped it up. This kind of tea brick cannot be sold to the market at once. It has to be further fermented for about 1 month. The brick must be compressed to an appropriate tightness in order to promote the growth of mold during fermentation. Tea leaves are formed into the form of brick. Chinese people invented this kind of tea because it is quite convenient for long-distance storage and transportation. Tea leaves are condensed into its biggest extent. They are formed into a brick, so they can be quite inconvenient for storage and further fermentation. Fu tea is unique for its golden flower. It's kind of a bacteria which can help digestion and supplement vitamin and macro elements and minerals. So the golden flower is quite important for the quality of fu tea. Technicians wrapped up the brick tea so it can be fermented on a shelf. This kind of technique needs years of practice and experience. Each tea company has its unique stamp to show its brand and quality of the fu tea. On this shelf, a lot of tea brick are demonstrated here. It cannot be sold to market at once. It has to be further fermented for nearly 1 month, so customers can enjoy the best quality of this tea. We will now watch the formation of tea brick one more time. Mr. Zhang has been a technician in this tea company for nearly 5 years. He has been doing this almost every day, and he's quite skilled. It needs 2 people to cooperate to form a brick tea. Tea leaves must be compressed into an appropriate tightness. So only skilled technicians can do this work. After tea leaves be compressed into bricks, they have to be kept in a warm and humid room for further fermentation. During the fermentation stage, a specific type of mold will start growing, producing spores that are called golden flower. It's a kind of bacteria, but 1,000 years ago, Chinese people don't have the concept of microorganism, so they just name the bacteria from its form. Fu tea was mostly handmade during the past, but in industrialized times, Fu tea can be industrialized, and besides the old market in Central Asia, Fu tea has tapped into new markets such as US, Japan, Korea, and Southeast Asian countries such as Malaysia. More and more people in the world can enjoy the flavor and taste of Fu tea. And besides, study has shown that Fu tea is good for people's health. It can reduce blood sugar. So more and more people can enjoy this. If you like our show, please share it with your friends on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can still follow Xinhua News Agency for more live shows. Now, let's wrap up this live show. See you next time.